Okay, come here. Come here, Zoe. Hi, come here. Yes, you're my good girl, huh? You're my good girl. Come here. Catcha. 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 Good girl. Oh, yeah, that's a good girl. Good girl.
Zoe, what's the matter? What's the crying? What's all this whining?
She sees the big old, the dash hound.
Hey, come here. You want to go play with somebody? Is that the... Oh, hi.
We're videotaping for Mommy.
Hey. Oh, okay.
She's in Korea right now.
Look at you. Look at you licking me. Thank you so much. You're so happy.
It's better than biting, like last time.
Biting is always an issue. Let's take a look here. 11 weeks of age, 15 big pounds. Let's take a look here. So we're going to do the next distemper. We'll do the bordetella today. Very good. See, this isn't so bad. You're very nice. And last time we were looking at that interesting right lower canine tooth. Yeah, the one that was kind of split high. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here, let's see your pretty face. Can you stand right here?
Come on, sit.
Can I see your pretty face?
Zoe, sit. Good girl.
Hi, baby.
Good girl. Huh? Good girl.
Stay.
Yeah, it's okay. Good girl.
You see the other eye. Very nice. No inflammation. Stay. Stay. Let me see these teeth.
It's okay, puppy. Yeah,
These are all baby teeth, of course, including that one that's got the odd shape to it. It still doesn't look like a problem, but just an interesting tooth.
Right.
Hi. Hi. Let me see the front. Good occlusion. You can see how the teeth fit very nicely in there.
Yeah, you can see my arm. Fits very nicely.
Yeah. Well, certainly, offer alternates to chew on. Milk bones, chew toys, things like that.
Oh, she has.
Yeah. Let me feel your lymph nodes. I know. You want to play. You think this is a game. Let me feel right here. There you go. Oh, you like watching yourself on the camera. There you go. All right. There you go. Let me take a look at these ears.
So one ear has been dirtier than the other, so I've been trying to clean it. The other one seemed to be okay. There's one that's kind of...
And what are you using for the cleaning?
Just a dry Q-tip.
Yeah, try to avoid Q-tips, and I'll show you there's a cleansing agent that is safe for use in dogs' ears. You actually pour it directly into the ear canals. Any dog with floppy ears, you can see this waxy debris around the top. That's pretty typical for these kids. But it does seem itchy, doesn't it? Or is she responding to you?
No, she does it. That's that's that one ear.
Okay, let's take a look down in there. Yeah, Q-tips can actually be pretty abrasive for ears. The cotton itself can be abrasive. But then the other thing is, of course, if you go too deep with a Q-tip, you're actually pushing more debris deeper into the canal.
Right.
So I tend not to use Q-tips except if I'm getting a sample from the ear to look under the microscope. Stay.
Okay.
Stay. No. Let me look. No. Let me look.
No,
Stay.
it's okay. It's okay.
No, gotta let me look.
It's okay. It's okay.
See, deep down inside is pretty clean. We just have some superficial waxy stuff, and I don't see any ear mites in there because that's the other thing we worry about. No.
Okay.
Let me get a swab in, and I am going to use a Q-tip to get a sample. We'll take a quick look at that under the microscope and make sure it's not ear mites. I don't see any obvious ear mites walking around there, but when an ear is itchy in a puppy, that's one of the things we get concerned about. There you go. No. Let's get a sample. You're fine.
It's okay.
What a good kid. There you go. Now, let me take a quick look at that under the microscope, and I will be right back.
Yeah. See? Good girl. Good girl, huh? Come here, Zoe. Good girl. You see the camera, huh? Good girl. Want your treat? Want your treat? Huh? Good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, you are. Here, have a treat. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Come here. Mama doesn't want to see your butt. Mama doesn't want to see your butt. Mama doesn't want to see your butt. Here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh, that's my good girl. You just like the corners, don't you, huh? You just like the corners. Yes. Good girl. Where are you going? Oh, it's okay. I know. I know. You'll get used to it. Yeah, you'll get used to it. Huh? You'll get used to it, puppy. Yeah, that's my good girl. Oh, that's my good girl. Yes. Oh, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, behave. Behave.
Didn't find any mites.
That's good.
Didn't find anybody in there, which is good. You're right. Hey, kid, where are you going? But I'll show you how to clean the ears.
Okay.
Turn around. We're going to take a look at the other side. Let's get a nice fresh scope so we can look at the other side. Hi, baby. You want to see what I'm doing? See? That's fine. Let's take a look in this ear. Stay.
Good girl.
Yeah, see, there's nothing in there either. Well, I'll show you how to clean them, because I think that keeping them clean all of the little dog's life is going to become kind of important, because that's floppy ears are going to be a persistent part of this dog's features, so to speak. Let me feel right here. Lymph nodes feel good. Let's feel your little joints. Hi, you like this? Yes, you do. Thank you very much. Let me feel the other side.
She's a shaker.
There you go. Now your little joints feel good. Can I see your feet? Very nice. Let me see the other foot.
Good girl. Yeah, good girl.
Very nice. You can lick me. Thank you very much. Let's take a quick look at those little eyes. Where are you going? Come back over here.
Oh, come on, Pop.
Stay right there.
Come here, sit.
Let
So it sits.
Let me see your
Good
face.
girl. Good girl, sit. Yeah. Good girl, sit. Uh-huh.
Very nice. Okay, let me see the other side.
Good
You
girl.
can lick me. Thank you. No.
Come on. Good girl. Yeah, good girl, Zoe.
Okay.
Good girl. Good girl, huh? Good girl.
All right, kiddo. Let's slide you around. Let's feel your little tummy. Well, you've been eating pretty good. Yes, you have. Any vomiting or diarrhea?
Diarrhea is just every so often. Last week has been just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if I say no to her too many times, if I yell at her too many times, no bite, she gets the hiccups quite a bit.
Well, hiccups don't surprise me in an immature dog like this. Now, diarrhea is not a normal thing, so has there been a change in diet or anything like that?
No, we've been trying to keep it pretty
Consistent?
Yeah, consistent, pretty much the same. But she has, prior to this, been eating in the backyard,
Well, plants, sometimes dogs will, puppies will pick up plants and ingest stuff.
Yeah.
Some plants, of course, can be an irritant to the GI tract and certainly can cause vomiting and diarrhea.
Oh, big time. But this weekend, I fenced off the yard, so she couldn't get to any of the built-in planter type thing.
Okay.
So she basically has a puppy-safe yard now. Might be a little boring for her. She might be able to just eat leaves and those little things that come off of the big trees, but...
Well, boring and safe are not necessarily bad things. Let's see here. Didn't see any fleas running around. Let's look a little more carefully. There you go. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Let's look here. No, look. It's nice and clean. There's no fleas. That's a good sign. Can I feel your little joints back here? Let me feel.
Good girl. Good girl.
And that one feels pretty good. Yes, it does. Can I feel the other side? There's no swelling. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's turn you over. I want to see your tummy.
So I take her to the park at least once a day. We walk there, and then there's a large field in the middle there, and so she runs back and forth about 4 times with me, and then we walk back. So that's kind of our exercise.
she's got this little bit of skin fold, mucousy material, or waxy material, I should say, right in the skin fold right here. Tux medicated pads are quite safe to use to gently clean there, like baby wipes, that sort of thing would also be a safe thing. You just don't want to abrade it, you just want to gently clean that side out.
Okay, yeah, because we do have those, and whenever I saw something here, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, well, if you see it in here, that's usually from urine that has gotten on these hairs, and you get urine scald or irritation right here in the abdomen. But yeah, see, wherever you have a fold of skin like that, many times you get waxy discharge, it will accumulate there.
Okay, so we'll start cleaning you again.
Let's feel here. What's this whining? What's the whining? You feel pretty good there, my friend. See? That's fine? Okay. And food, let's see, you're using the Blue Buffalo.
Well, we did Blue Buffalo, and she got diarrhea really bad.
Okay.
And so then we mixed it with Iams, and it seemed to kind of balance out. So now we're trying to wean her off of the Blue Buffalo, just do the Iams.
Okay. Well, certainly let me know if indeed the diarrhea persists once you get her onto a food that's different. Because some dogs, as you just identified, don't respond favorably to one food, but will do well on a different one.
Right.
So I think what's going to be important is to see, number one, is it the diet or is something else going on? We always worry about parasites, of course. She has been on Trifexis. Now, see, Trifexis helps us with regard to roundworms and hookworms and parasites like that, as well as fleas and heartworms. But there are some parasites, of course, that can still be a problem. Let's pull up her record real quickly here.
So the diarrhea is like one stool kind of thing, and then it'll start.
Then it goes back to normal.
It goes back to normal.
I mean, that can be associated with eating something like a plant or something out in the yard. But with puppies, I don't want to watch the diarrhea get worse. Of course, there's usually got to be a reason for that. Let me look back here. We did do a stool sample last time you were here, and let me just double check. Yeah, that was negative, and it was negative for Giardia as well. So I think for now, you're right. I think we should pursue dietary change and see if that makes a difference. Let's see what you sound like in there, kid.
So, like I said, the Iams is what we had. Obviously I did some research, and it shows that Iams is not the greatest food, and Blue Buffalo is supposed to be good, really good, but, 5-star, but I gave her diarrhea. Should I just keep her on the Iams, even though it's only like a 3-star, or...
Wait 1 second. Let me just listen here. Hi. You sound good. Iams is not a bad food. I tend to lean a little bit more towards like the Natural Balance, Nature's Recipe, Royal Canin, as good quality large companies, big companies that are putting a lot of money into research and that sort of thing. It's not. Now you mentioned it was Iams that was giving her diarrhea, or Iams that was giving her less diarrhea.
Less diarrhea.
Okay, because you said the Blue Buffalo was.
Blue Buffalo was just not good.
Yeah, I mean, I would look at like the Royal Canin puppy food, for instance. There is no one food that satisfies everybody's needs. If there were, there'd be one big dog food company, and that would be it. And sometimes it's a matter that a dog doesn't tolerate certain components of the food. There could be a type of protein that this dog doesn't respond favorably to, so that could be why there was an issue with that particular Blue Buffalo. It doesn't mean Blue Buffalo is a bad food. It just means it doesn't agree with this particular dog. There's foods that I can't eat, so same sort of a thing. So yeah, I would look at like Royal Canin, Natural Balance, Nature's Recipe. Now the foods that we have out there are primarily for disease processes. In other words, like for regular puppy food, I would refer you to a pet store. Okay. While I'm happy to sell you those, and just being honest with you, that's not what you need. Okay. Yeah, you're better off just go, what? Do I taste that good? Huh? Yes? Yes, you're very nice. You're very nice. Well, abdomen feels normal to me. She certainly is gaining some weight, which is fine. The skin generally looks good. I think I would be cautious about that little area, the skin folds and that sort of thing on the abdomen as far as the use of the cleansing agents and that sort of thing. The teeth are still baby teeth, but that's certainly normal, and the new teeth are going to start coming in. Ears slightly waxy. Let me show you how to clean those little guys. Did we talk about this before? We probably did.
No.
Okay. So ear cleansers like this particular one I like in puppies because it's very safe and it's not irritating. It doesn't have anything in it that's going to burn or sting. Okay. And there's no drugs in this stuff. This is just for cleaning the ears. There's no medications in it at all. Okay. So you could use this stuff forever. Now, what you do with it, and this might be a little annoying the first time we ever do it, she says I've never had this done before, is I'm going to pour this directly into the ear canal. Okay. Now I actually filled up the canal. Now you see it doesn't hurt. She's still looking to play here. Then I've got a Kleenex out because I'm going to need that in just a minute. What you want to do is feel for the canal. The canal comes right down the side of the head. And so what I'm doing is massaging the canal. You see she actually likes that. There you go. I'm just massaging the canal. What that's doing is it's breaking up any wax and dirt and debris that's at the bottom of the canal. There you go. So see, just feel that. You'll see if you just feel like the little canal that goes right down the side of the head. Now, normally if we were at home, I would do both sides, let her go outside, shake the head, and then with a Kleenex over the tip of a finger, just as deep as my finger will go, into that ear canal, which is surprisingly far, and then scoop out all the wax and dirt and debris. You notice I'm not going in there with a Q-tip because you can go too far with Q-tips, and you don't want to damage the eardrums.
Yeah, I didn't. When I did the Q-tips, I didn't go down into it. I just did
the outside.
The outside.
Yeah. And Q-tips, I mean, I'm not saying you can never use a Q-tip because obviously I just use one to get my sample.
Right.
It's just that I wouldn't use it for cleaning purposes except for the little folds that are on the outside of the ear canal.
Right.
But as far as cleaning what's deep down into the canal, that's what this is for.
Okay.
So you saw there was almost nothing. No, you don't want to eat that. Let's do this. So there was almost nothing in that right ear canal. This one has a little bit of wax. So I'm just filling the canal.
Oh, good girl.
Massage.
Good girl, huh?
There you go.
Yeah, good girl.
And see, it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, something's wrong. There you go. See, you like that. Let's get a Kleenex.
Oop, good girl.
Now, at home, I would, as I say, normally let her walk outside, shake the head so that she can eject a lot of that wax, and then just wipe out gently. See a little bit of waxy material in there. There you go. Let's get a little bit more out. A little bit more. A little bit more. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
Very nice. Well done. Just waxy material. See? Told you it wouldn't hurt you. You're very cute. All right. But as I said, that is just for cleaning purposes, and I would start doing that only because that's something you're going to need to do for the rest of the dog's life. That's not a temporary sort of a thing.
Okay.
Any dog with floppy ears, any dog that swims, any dog that's getting bathed. So, for instance, I would do this once a week, even if you never saw any wax or dirt or debris. My own dogs line up once a week, and I do all three of them. Or if they're being bathed, I do this right after a bath. Or if they've gone swimming, I do it right after they've gone swimming because you want to get that stuff out of there. You see, you don't mind that.
So what kind is that again?
This is called Duxo. I'll show it to you. We have it out front.
Okay.
But what I like the Duxo for puppies because it's very mild. There's other products that I will use in adults. There's a product called Epiotic, which I do like for adults. It's a little aggressive for puppies, that particular stuff.
Okay.
So when she gets to be more adult, you could always switch over to that. Yeah, but I'll show it to you. It's right out front. All right. This is the Bordetella vaccine, and this we're going to sneak into your little nose, believe it or not. We're just going to spray this right in here. Look, it's a little annoying. Let me hold your little face. Ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Let it trickle back. Swallow. Swallow. Swallow.
Hey.
Let me see you swallow. There you go. That's the way. I know it gets all the way back there. Very nice. She says, that was annoying.
What was that? Huh?
And then this is the distemper vaccine.
You still like me?
We're going to put the tiny needle in here.
Am I still your friend? No torturing you today?
This is going to go right under the skin over your right side of your chest. There you go. The other side. There we go. And this is going to go right back here. I'm going to lift up your skin. Here, ready? Here it comes. I'll tell you when. Shaking your skin. You won't even know it. Almost over, almost over, almost over. It's done. See? You thought it was going to hurt you. Yes, and you're still my friend. You're very nice. She's adorable.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, I think the dietary switch is worth your while for the reasons we discussed. But if diarrhea persists, please let me know. Now, if it's a once-in-a-while sort of thing, I don't want to panic about it. It's just that I don't want to let it continue. Because puppies especially, are prone to getting dehydrated from either vomiting or diarrhea, or sometimes both. She doesn't look bad now. I'm not saying you have a problem. But she's clearly growing. She's looking pretty good.
Yeah. She drinks a ton.
Well, drinking a lot of water is normal, or it certainly can be normal, especially with puppies that are being active, and especially if you've got the heater running in the house. It's been cold recently. Yeah, see, she almost doubled in weight. She was 8.8 last time. She's 15 now, so that's moving right along. Good.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, well, what was the food you said again?
I'll write it down for you.
Okay.
I'll put that on the bottom of the invoice.
You got to stop it anyway because your food's almost gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this wasn't so bad. You're very nice.
Get her toes.
Okay, are we clipping her nails today for you? Okay. All right, let me have her for just a minute. We'll go get those guys clipped up. Hey, friend, want to come with me? Come with me. I got you. Oh, you're very nice. You're very nice. You can sit on my shoulder. She says, this is interesting. We'll make this into something fun for you. All right, be back in just a few minutes.
Okay.